everyone, I'm Sarah of Rich Textures Crochet and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to crochet the pine cone scarf, which you can see here in front of you. This is a fairly easy scarf to work with some beautiful texture all the way throughout. I have added a fringe to the end of mine. The fringe, of course, is optional. Today for the tutorial and for the pattern, I have worked it using a lightweight yarn. This is the Lion brand Mandala yarn. I'll pull back a little bit here. And this is the bonus bundle. So each cake of yarn has approximately, let me see here, 1,100 yards. You're going to need almost all of that bonus bundle cake, and especially more depending or less depending on how long or whether or not you have a fringe added to the end. This scarf is easy to customize. You can make it wider or longer or shorter. It's really up to you. The one that I've worked is approximately 8.5 inches across by 82 inches long, excluding that fringe. So you're only going to need one of those cakes, about 900 to 1,000 yards of yarn, and you're also going to need a 5mm or an H8 crochet hook and a copy of the free written instructions, which are on my website at richtexturescrochet.com. You'll find some more photos there as well. So thank you so much for joining me for this pine cone scarf tutorial. Feel free to take a look around here on my channel. It is updated every week. There are many other crochet scarf patterns, hat patterns, blankets, you name it, here on my channel, and it's all free. Let's grab our hooks and yarn and get started. Now our scarf pattern today is worked in rows, and we're starting down at that short end of our scarf along the short edge. You're going to start by making a slip knot and then by working a foundation chain. Your foundation chain today can be any odd number of stitches. So if you'd like to change your size, just work an odd number of stitches. Today I'm going to chain 41. And 41. Once you have chained your foundation chain, you're going to begin row 1 by working a double crochet into the 4th chain from your hook, and then double crochet into each stitch all the way across. Your chain 3 at the beginning does count as a double crochet stitch and will always count as a stitch in this pattern. Once you come all the way across at the end of row 1, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Now for row 2, we're going to begin by working a half double crochet into the top of our first stitch. Your half double crochet, your chain 1 does not count as a stitch, so you're working your half double crochet right into the base of that chain 1 in the top of the stitch. You're then going to work a front post puff stitch around the post of the next stitch. To work a front post puff stitch, you're going to yarn over, bring your hook in front of your work, insert your hook from the front, around the back, and out through the front again around the post of the next stitch. Yarn over, draw up a loop. You're going to do that one more time. Yarn over, insert your hook, bring your hook in front, insert from the front, around back and out through the front again, the post of the next stitch, yarn over and drop a loop. When you're drawing up your loop, you want to bring your loops up to the height of your half double crochet. Yarn over and draw through all the loops on your hook. That's your front post puff stitch. You're then going to work a back post double crochet around the post of the next stitch. To work your back post double crochet, yarn over, bring your hook in back of your work and insert your hook from the back, around the front, and out through the back again of the post of the next stitch. Yarn over and drop a loop and complete your double crochet stitch. You're then going to repeat that all the way across. Work a front post puff stitch around the post of the next stitch, followed by a back post double crochet around the post of the next stitch. Repeat this all the way across until you come to that turning chain. When you come all the way across at the end of row 2, you're going to finish off by working a half double crochet into the top of your turning chain, so just into the third chain. You're then going to chain 3 and turn your work. For row 3, you're simply going to work a double crochet into the next stitch. Your chain 3 counts as a stitch, so double crochet into the next stitch and then double crochet into each stitch all the way across. At the end of row 3, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Now for row 4, you're going to half double crochet into the first stitch and then simply work a back post double crochet around the post of each stitch all the way across to that turning chain. Once you come all the way across at the end of row 4, you're going to finish off the row by working a half double crochet once again into the top of your turning chain. You can then chain 3 and turn your work. Now for row 5, we're going to work a double crochet into the next stitch and then double crochet into each stitch all the way across. At the end of row 5, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. Now for row 6 onward, you're simply going to repeat your row 2, which began with the half double crochet into the first stitch, followed by your front post puff stitch. So repeat your rows 2, 3, 4, and 5 until your work from the beginning measures approximately 82 inches. Once you have worked until your scarf is the desired length, or 82 inches, you can then meet me back here and we'll work a fringe together. Now once you have worked until your scarf measures approximately 82 inches, you may want to add a fringe, as I have done here, to the end of your scarf. You'll have a little bit of yarn left over, so you should have enough to do this. What you're going to do is you're going to cut, I cut 5 lengths of yarn. If you want your fringe to be a little bit thicker, you can cut more, or a little thinner, you can cut less. It's really up to you. I aim for about 6 to 10 inches, depending on how long I would like the fringe to be. You're then going to just take your crochet hook and through one of the stitches, in this case I'm just working my final one, so I'm working through the final stitch, you're going to pull all the lengths of yarn through and then fold them over so that their ends meet. Now I have a tail that I haven't tucked in yet here as well, so I'm just going to add it to the tassel. Once you have folded them over so that your ends meet, you're then simply, what I like to do is just tie all of the ends into a nice little knot that I push up toward the base of the scarf. It's so easy. It holds really well for wear and washing, and adds some texture here as well too. So that's all I do, and when I work my fringe, I'm working in about every second stitch all the way along. Kind of gives it a nice even spacing all the way across. And once you've finished and worked your fringe all the way over on both sides, your scarf is then complete. So thank you so much for joining me, and once again, don't forget to subscribe. Take a look around. If you happen to make this pine cone scarf, I invite you to share it with me on social media. Tag Rich Textures Crochet. I do love to come by and admire it. So until next time, happy crocheting. Bye.